So remember here what we did from last few sessions is that we created tables and we added some data, but few data can be added manually from database in order to check our table and views. But in order to practice SQL statement in our database, we need some existing data, some huge amount of data. So currently I'm having some data in this some of the table on which we are going to experiment the SQL statements. You will get an idea of everything. So we will choose this one. It has some current data. Okay. So in this table, as we go to stock ledger and we go to open table, we are going to find some good amount of data in this particular table. So you can see there are many fields: bill number, what, PO number, date, supplier name, and year, and everything. And in the same database, you can find stock ledger Q. Q stands for query. If we open this, you're going to find some more the data in detail. So we are going to use SQL statement and we're going to experiment on this particular view. As in our last session, in our previous session, I told you how to create a view. If anybody has a doubt with the previous sessions, just you can mail me or you can just WhatsApp me also. So I'll be using some existing table having some existing data. The data in this table is 959, means there are 959 records in this particular table. What is the table name? Stock underscore ledger Q. Okay. Now what we will do, we will go to, you can say it over here, new query window. You all are familiar with new query? It is asking me for password. I don't know why. Okay. So this is the query in which the data is inserted, and we are going to experiment with the new query window. Remember, I told you about the new query window also for creating a table with the help of script. This is the same window where we are going to practice SQL Server and we are going to do some experiment with the existing database. How and what is the purpose of doing this all over here? First of all, you will get a good idea of SQL statement, how to write SQL statement, how to retrieve the data from SQL. The simple SQL statement is select space asterisk star, it's called star, from stock stock underscore ledger ledger Q and this sign. Now if I'll select this and execute it, let's see what's happened. Okay, it's showing me some error. Let's remove this and it's from FROM. Okay, stock ledger Q, stock ledger Q. Okay, and now let's see. There's something wrong in my SQL statement. So what I will do, I will do some prepaid thing. Okay, select star from this one. Okay, so you can see if I just remove this also, will my SQL statement work? Okay, because I'm using. So you can see it over here. I wrote something. Select star from bracket SQL ledger Q, and I selected it all and I just pressed the execute button and the entire data can be seen at the bottom of the screen. Now I will be starting from the beginning. There are the basic 4 SQL statement which we use to create our project, to create software. There are only 4 basic SQL statement which we use according to ourselves to retrieve the data and to send the data inside the database. The 4 statements are SQL statement, insert statement, update statement, and delete statement. Okay, I'm going to show you some demonstration also in my prepared some old projects where these things are being used. But today what we will do, we will go with the select statement. Okay. Tomorrow what I will be doing, I will be going with the select statement thoroughly. Okay. Insert statement thoroughly. Because today we will be discussing about the connectivity also. If the connectivity will be done easily, tomorrow we will be inserting data. We will be creating some code. We will be writing some server-side code in our project, in our software, and we will be inserting some data from our project to database. You all have know that in our previous sessions, while creating some tables, we wrote something inside our tables. But that is for only to make you understand. That is not the process to insert the data. We have to insert the data. We have to create a form from in our ASP.NET, means in our Visual Studio 2012, and we have to write the code at the back end of it. And when we will press the button, that particular data should get inserted inside the table by itself with the help of coding. Okay. So today what we will do, I will use some SQL statement. I will break some SQL statement. I will use where clause and many things to make you understand how to retrieve the data from database. And the same lining, the same SQL statement we will be using tomorrow in our project in order to do the same thing in some ASP.NET controls. Today I will be discussing about the SQL statements in detail, and I will be discussing about the select statement only. Tomorrow I will be going with the SQL statement in much more deeper, but today we will be learning SQL statement on our SQL server. So you can see it over here that we have written a small code in our new query window, select star from SQL Ledger. If I just remove the bracket, let's see what's happened. Does the code work? Okay. So I was right. Might be I was writing in small letter. That's why it doesn't getting the code. It was not retrieving the code. But this statement, select star from SQL Ledger. SQL Ledger, we all know that it's a view combined of few tables. That's why it have many columns, filled column, and many rows. So we will do some experiment of it. What is this star stands for over here? Select star. Select means what? This is a command which we are writing. What does this command do? This command is going to the checking our database and picking up the table, the view which is called stock ledger queue. The statement doesn't understand difference between view and ledger. So always remember, whenever you make any view or a table, the name should not be same. Means if I have created, you can see financial year over here, I cannot create some view in the name of financial years. Okay, so the name of the table and view should be unique. They cannot be one should not make this with the same name, although the in order to understand and get pointing it out, it will be easy for you if you just create the names of tables and views differently. Means if you have created MR details in table, you should not make MR details with the same name any views. So because SQL statement doesn't figure it out what is the queue, what is the view, and what is the table. It only understand the name. Okay, if I write SQL Server queue, automatically the SQL statement goes search all the tables, all the views, and picked up the name, stock ledger queue, and showed me the entire data of it. Now I was telling is that what is select? Select means we are giving a command to select the data. From which table? From stock underscore ledger queue table. We are selecting records from, it's a very simple, from we are selecting records from stock underscore ledger queue. This is the command we have to write, and the entire data will appear at the bottom, the entire data. And star, what does star stands for? Star stands for all the data. If I write select star from some other table name, all the data from this particular table name will be selected and will be shown inside at the bottom of the screen. If we write star, suppose if I write, you can see there are two fields, serial number and bill number, SL underscore NO and BIL underscore NO. Instead of star, if I write SL NO, comma, bill NO. Just figure it out how I write. It's not case sensitive, so you can write in small letter also. Serial number, SLNO. What is SLNO? It's a field name. You can see it over here. It's a serial number. It's a field name, comma, and the bill number, BILL underscore NO. Okay. Instead of star, we just wrote two field names. Okay. So, and I will write one more field name, comma, I will write categories. I will write category. So you can see it over here that instead of category, I just specifically specified the three tables, the three fields from stock ledger queue. Means what does this SQL statement do? Let's see. I again select the entire statement and I will press execute button. Now here you can see that from this SQL stock underscore ledger queue table or view, you can say it's a view, but I will be pointing it out as a table. You can just figure it out that it's a view itself. Stock ledger queue. So from this stock ledger queue, it's only picking up serial number, bill number, and category. Means three fields. If we have written over there star, means all the fields. But if what I have written, select serial number, comma, bill number, comma, category from stock ledger queue. So that the code, the SQL statement is picking up only three fields, because I have specifically written over there that this particular statement has to pick up only three fields, which is serial number, bill number, and category. So I want to know from you guys that, so why square bracket is used? Okay, Sip Santosh, the purpose of the square bracket I am going to tell you at the end of this session, but that is not necessary. When you create some script, when you create some script from SQL Server, by default, they give the square bracket. But to write some SQL statement, we doesn't require square bracket. If we put some square bracket, it will work. But we have to type those two extra keywords in order to save the time. We have just removed it. It's a default syntax for MS SQL Server to have that particular square brackets. Because in this statement, I haven't used the square bracket, but still it's working. Okay, I will be discussing more about at the end of the session, Sip Santosh. Now, I want to know from you all guys that till here, SQL statement, select star from table name and select field name from table name. Whatever I have done, is everything is clear so that I can proceed further? Please respond. Anybody? I got only one answer. What about the others? Okay. Okay, thank you. So this SQL statement we are going to use in our project. Now before proceeding, let me just open the MS Visual Studio, and I will be opening an existing project, a live project in which I am working. There you can see the use of SQL statement, how it has been used and where it has been used. If anybody has any doubt with the previous sessions